I wish the sharks weren't taking over this place. And then I could play the pinball machines whenever I wanted. Welcome back to more Earthbound. We're about to deal with the boss of the sharks. The man they call Frank. He's right here. We're healed up. I don't think we're gonna get any more prepared. Let's talk to him. I'm Frank. You are? Come on. Can't you at least say your name? Frank attacked. Now, Frank is actually pretty dangerous. Number one, he's actually pretty strong at attacking. He can come out swinging, and he can brandish a knife, which is a much stronger attack. He can also say something nasty, which will lower your guts. And this is the first enemy that actually has a gut stat. This is the first enemy that is actually capable of scoring a critical hit on you. So be careful. Frank came out swinging. Also, hippie music. Oh! Good God. I'm gonna patch up a little bit with this burger. Whoa! Frank is not playing around. Ugh. Frank never does play around, so this is basically just attack him and hope you do okay. Nessa's level is now 6. Offense up by 1, HP up by 2, PP up by 2. Okay. Fail-proof Frank can't be beaten. And this is Frankie Stein Mark II. Frankie Stein Mark II attacked. Frankie Stein Mark II is easier than Frank. Frankie Stein Mark II, every other turn will generate a burst of steam. So if you wanted to do so, you could attack and then defend every other turn. So that Frankie Stein Mark II does less damage. But tearing into you does a lot more than throwing a punch in the way of damage. But if he keeps throwing punches, I'm gonna be fine. I thought he was gonna go down there. Now he does. Goodbye. You won! This is my first defeat. Fail-proof Frank is now just Failure Frank. I know you've been asking around, so I'll tell you about Giant Step. It seems to be quite a powerful spot. Some kind of special power is stored there that allows certain people to perform wondrous feats. However, a monster sucked up all the energy at that spot. It's difficult to get to Giant Step. That's all I know. I suggest you collect more information on your own. The entrance to the path leading to Giant Step is behind the touring entertainer's shack. Perkle, the mayor of Onett, has a key to the shack. Ness, you become stronger than I. Your adventure is just beginning. Yeah? So, now that we've defeated Frank, the sharks no longer spawn in this area of town. So if you wanted to get the pizza for your 1 in 128 challenge, you would have to do so before fighting Frank. But anyway, now we can head to the town hall and do some important things here. What do you say? There are lots of snakes and stray dogs around Onett. Is the mayor going to let them just run around doing whatever they want? I'm here to protest. Sure. I'm really in a foul mood. Why? Because the mayor doesn't like me. I think I'll just kick back for a while. It just may take me a couple of hours to sign this paper. Oh, aren't you Ness? Is it a school holiday today? Have you done your homework? Remember to brush your teeth before going to bed. Have you been wetting your bed? Stop! That's personal! Why does Why does he insist on embarrassing me? Some suspicious-looking kids are hanging out in the woods north of the library. I wonder if they're members of the Sharks. To stop the spread of the gang, someone should shut down their gathering places. Don't you think? I've started a movement that'll stop all the bad influences on the children of Onett. I call it the Fresh Breeze Movement. Hum-de-dum-dum. We don't have any openings for part-time employees at this time. I work for City Hall, but somehow Mayor Perkle bugs me. Let's just keep this between you and me. Did I tell you that I saw a giant ant one time at Giant Step? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it for you. Really, dude? Really, dude? Okay, let's just go this way. Up to where the mayor is. Since you beat up the Sharks, you're the talk of the town. Mayor Perkle's waiting for you. Well, let's not keep him waiting. Thank you so much for all of your help. In the next election, please give a speech supporting Mayor Perkle. Hee hee hee. Hey, 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 I'm Mayor B.H. Perkle. It's so nice to meet you. You beat up the town bullies, punched them out big time, kicked their butts, bit their heads off, spit in their eyes, and made them wet their pants. Then you forced them to promise not to make any more trouble. Thank you. What? You want a key to the touring entertainer shack? For someone as great as you, giving you the key could help keep the town peaceful. However, if you encounter a dangerous situation, please don't ask me to take any responsibility. I'll be able to avoid any responsibility, right? You're such a smart kid. Here's the key to the shack. Ness got the key to the shack. Now, as a side note, inventory space in this game is kind of limited. You have 16 spots with Ness. But there is a thing. But there is a bonus. The more characters you get, the more inventory space you get, because each character has their own inventory. Next up, all that's left to do is to go to the touring entertainer shack and, well, open it and go through. Because the touring entertainer shack is the only way up to Giant Step. I heard there's a big footprint on the hilltop behind the shack. I haven't seen it myself. It's just a rumor. This shack was locked by someone from City Hall, so we can't use it. The reason it was closed was because a punk named Frank may have trashed the place. What a drag. We can't even change our clothes, and hotels are too expensive. The door is locked, so now's the time to use the key to the shack. The door opened. Wow, you opened the door. Alright, here's a trinket for good luck. It's the travel charm. Ness got the travel charm. The travel charm doesn't really do anything when equipped. It doesn't add defense, it doesn't add any other stats, but it does give you paralysis resistance. So for right now, it's okay to have. Let's go through here. And welcome to the cave leading to Giant Step. First enemy of the place is these. The attack slug and its cohorts. The attack slug has a pretty weak attack, and if it would do it, tried hypnosis, but it didn't work very well. The attack slug has PSI. As you can see, it tried to use hypnosis. It's not very good at using it, and it actually takes it a few turns to concentrate. But if 4 turns go by in battle, it'll be able to concentrate and actually use its PSI. Next enemy is the Rowdy Mouse. Its attack power isn't that great. As you can see, it only did 1 damage. However, the Rowdy Mouse has a massive gut stat and will get a lot of critical hits. So it's a little bit dangerous to fight. Just a little. Its attack power is not that high. But the fact that it gets a lot of critical hits kind of makes up for that. Offense up by 1, defense up by 1, vitality up by 1, IQ up by 1, HP up by 13, PP up by 3. Beautiful level. And in here... Oh, no! No, no, no! Oh, this is the strong enemy of this area. This is the Black Antoid. Its regular attack is about as strong as a critical hit from the Rowdy Mouse. It also has life up to heal itself, and it can call for help. Meaning this thing will just prolong the battle as much as it can. It also has a little bit of guts, so if it gets a critical hit, you will be taking a massive beating. And as a consolation, it may give you a cookie. But in here is a skip sandwich. The skip sandwich is an interesting item. When you eat it, you heal a little bit of HP, but you also actually move faster in the overworld for around 10 seconds. So it's good for skipping past enemies you don't want to fight, or just moving faster in general if you want to. But another one? Ugh, how many of these things are going to spawn in? Oh! Stop that! You stop that, right? This is not good. This is really not good. Okay, I'm good. Maybe I was safer than I thought. Okay, whatever. Rowdy Mouse is down. We're good to go. How many of these are going to spawn in? Okay. As a side note, while going through this place, try to get yourself up to level 8. You will like what happens at level 8. There we go. You won. Ness gained 34 experience. Not bad. Is there anything in here? No. There's not. Meaning going in there is probably a bad idea because that's a Black Antoid for sure. That's a lot of attack slugs. I mean, it's only 4. I've faced 6 before. They just keep doing the same thing. Oh, it lived! Ugh. I didn't want it to live. Okay. But it didn't work very well. I'm kind of nervous because one of them is going to be able to concentrate. This one. But it's gone. Okay, I'm good. That did not push it over the edge. Okay. I believe there's one more item in this place that I can get before heading up. 1 damage. More than 1 damage. Thanks, mouse. Ugh. It's just an annoyance at this point. Yeah. Oh, God, I keep missing. Okay. Okay. No, there's nothing up there. Okay, it's in here. This is the one I was thinking of. Alright, I'll just take the one on. It is possible to change the enemy spawns just by leaving the room and going back in. But because it may take a while to get an ideal setup, sometimes it's easier. Sometimes it's better to just take the smaller fights like this against the... I held on. Guts true. I held on. Thankfully, Ness has a good guts, so hanging on isn't that bad. Isn't that hard for him? Ugh. Enemy guts will not let them hang on with 1 HP. You don't have to worry about that. Ness is level 8. Oh, baby. Offense up by 6. Speed up by 1. Guts up by 1. Luck up by 1. HP up by 3. Ness realized the power of PSI Rockin' Alpha. And there's a cold remedy. Now, Rockin', as we're going to get to demonstrate right here, is a signature attack for Ness. It's a little bit expensive in the way of PP, but what it does is it attacks all enemies with a psychic wave, which does some kind of potent damage, actually. As you can see, it just annihilated all of those attack slugs with ease. Next up, we climb up here and... Holy... Oh, you're an Antoid. I won instantly? Okay, that is a side thing. Sometimes you can win a fight instantly. If you win a fight instantly, you don't fight the battle. You just take out the enemy. Ah! Attack slug. Just die, thank you. But you will win the fight instantly if you are strong enough. Magic butterfly. Definitely gonna want to use this. And this, and now, once you're at level 8, this is a premier level grinding spot. You can easily get yourself up a good number of levels, because you can just use rocking on all the enemies in the area, or just attack the single enemies, easily take them out, and heal up as you need to, and there's a magic butterfly right here. But anyway, I'm gonna try one more spawn. Better. You're done. Get the experience and get this burger. And up here is, well, progress. That's what's up here. Cookie, I don't care. You're a cookie. You're not really gonna help me. Oh! That's not gonna help me either. Dude. Life up. There. He's gone. Oh, I was hoping he'd give me a cookie so it would kind of make up for the fact that I screwed up and just walked into... I guess let's eat this one cookie that I have here. The fact that I only have one burger is kind of scaring me. Alright. You finally got here. This is the first year sanctuary location. But it's mine now. Take it from me. If you dare. Say hello to the first big boss of the game. The first sanctuary boss. Titanic Ant. As a side note, Titanic Ant also starts with 2 black Antoids in the fight. You do not want to keep those black Antoids on the field at all. First turn, use Rockin'. Titanic Ant has 2 biting attacks. One is stronger than the other. That'll take care of the Antoids. Titanic Ant also has Defense Down, which, as you would expect, will lower your defense. He also has PSI Magnet, and he also has Shield, which he uses very rarely. But Shield will make him take half damage from physical attacks. Anyway, because he has PSI Magnet, it is very advised that you just nuke him with all of your PP that you have right away, because you won't be holding on to it for very long. So your main healing is going to be through burgers. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, see, there's PSI Magnet. So had I tried to use Life Up, I would have just lost my PP and not been able to do anything. There we go. Shield! He actually used Shield! Wow. Okay. Thanks. Any... Well... Great shield, Titanic Ant. You're done. Ness is level 9. Vitality up by 1. IQ up by 1. HP up by 12. PP up by 5. Ness is level 10. Defense up by 1. Guts up by 1. Luck up by 1. HP up by 1. PP up by 1. Learned Healing Alpha. I'll get into what healing does later. But for now... We've arrived at Giant Step. Ness caught a glimpse of a small, cute puppy. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of the giant step. It's worth noting, once you defeat a sanctuary boss, you can go back to the sanctuary to heal whenever you want for free. Also, any enemies you see will run away from you, making it easier to sneak up on them, like so, and making it really easy to level grind. Which at this point might be a good idea, because I would suggest being around level 12, believe it or not, before you try moving forward. Are you a bunch of antoids or are you a bunch of attack slugs? You're a bunch of antoids. You make me nervous. Oh, lame. Whatever. Cookie? Sure. It's a cookie. It's really not that. This is a room just full of antoids, apparently. Why do you do this, antoid? Okay. Another cookie. Sure. No, I'm not gonna bother with that. What I am gonna bother with is... Actually, I will just eat these cookies. There's no point to them, other than I'll just drink this cold remedy too, because that's kind of useless to me. But, like I said, I would actually recommend being around level 12 by the time you leave this cave. It's just a recommendation, so you don't really have to take it by heart. But there's a stretch of tough fights coming up, which is why I suggest you get your level up a little bit. Nice. And as for you... Whoa, the mouse! Ooh, yep. I'm taking that out first, for sure. Biting attack. Yeah, whatever. I'll take the 1 damage again. I should also mention, before leaving this cave, part of the 1 in 128 challenge is the attack slug. It has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping a bomb, which, for right now, is actually really handy for attacking enemies with. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is, if you sneak up on an enemy, you are guaranteed to run away from said enemy. Otherwise, you just have a chance of running away. There we go. And you are 2 antoids. Which, that's rude, antoid. Antoid, stop it. There. Perfect. Now, I do believe I've cleared out everything from this cave. I just want to double check this room. Okay, I have. Good. I'm just gonna fight these 2, which are antoids. Just take them out real quick. Because, well, you never know. Having every little bit of experience right now could be a difference maker. Because, believe it or not, the beginning of this game, this whole section in Onett, is a really tough section of game. Like, they start you off... The beginning of this game is actually kind of brutal. It's the Frank fight, followed by Frankenstein Mark II right after it, so you might be weakened from that, and kind of low on healing items, potentially. And those are back-to-back, so that adds challenge. Then you get out of that, you have this area, which is full of those which is full of enemies that can just really do a lot to you, especially those black antoids. To a pretty tough fight in Titanic Ant, And it still hasn't gotten easier. Believe it or not. Ness is level 11. Oh, baby. Offense up by 3. Speed up by 1. Guts up by 1. Vitality up by 1. IQ up by 1. HP up by 14. PP up by 4. Okay. I may need to buy some burgers. Hey, you. The board says do not enter. Couldn't you read it? What a rebellious kid. Come to the Onet police station later. Am I in trouble? I'm gonna hide out in the shack. Next time we'll see if the cops arrest us. See you then.